This is the Coin It Podcast, sponsored by coincosmo.com.
Yeah, it's so fun. I wonder if they thought that. They're like, will people collect these one day? Who knows? Probably.
I don't think they did it first.
I don't think so, right?
Annex, ever since the beginning, Annex has said sample not for resale, and they still put that on the back of the holder. I don't know why. And the funny thing is, I've tried listing Annex samples on there's a Facebook group I tried, and the admins took the post down and said, you can't sell that. It says not for resale. I'm like, oh boy, somebody doesn't know what a sample is. But PCGS, NGC, I mean, they know that they know that they're going to get sold.
Yeah.
You know, the PCGS luncheon slabs, they get sold all the time. I mean, A&A last year, I went to it, got the sample. You know, I was talking to people at the table, mentioned that I was a sample collector. Well, when we walked out, they asked if I wanted to buy their slabs, and I said, absolutely.
That's so cool.
Because I know how limited they are. That's
interesting as well. But how do you price that stuff?
It's whatever somebody's willing to pay. I mean, I can tell you the PCGS 35th anniversary medals, you know, we had the quarterly special, and we had the lunch, and we had the ones they gave to employees, and then there were the cheap ones that Atmex sold. I created a market in them. For day one, they started handing out the lunch slabs, made a market doing those, had a couple of dealers walk up to me at the show because they knew I was buying them. I created the market for them. eBay threw some up on eBay for no reserve auctions, and they took off.
Wow.
So it's you know, the newer samples, there's a couple of us, myself, Dave Schwager, a couple other guys that were the market makers in these, because we'll buy them sight unseen just based on, you know, this is what the label says. Right. Okay, we'll buy them sight unseen and then price them out, put them on eBay, you know, get some sold listings going, and there you go. You've got a baseline.
That's so cool. And then they buy them. I wonder who's buying you probably know who's buying them from you on eBay too, huh?
Well, there's a couple people on Instagram.
Don't like them.
There's one guy on Instagram, anytime I get certain older NGC slabs, he snaps them up.
Yeah.
There's another guy that snaps up all of my PCGS samples.
That's cool. It's nostalgia too, you know, that's a thing.
Oh, it's grading service history. And I love how much history from the great. I mean, classic example is the PCGS prototype that Frank Saywin Coin on Instagram, that he had on Great Collections. I mean, that thing sold for almost 10 grand. Wow. So and I was astounded at how much that sold for, but that's grading service history. That's crazy. It could be, it's a prototype. It could be considered a sample. It's definitely a prototype. It was a really cool piece. If I had the budget, I would have picked it up, but I don't have the budget for $9,500.
Yeah. I don't blame you.